Alright, breaking news. Diddy has been sentenced to 4 years in prison. 4 years and 2 months to be exact. So, actually, let me move my shit now. Move my camera. But yeah, 4 years and 2 months to be exact. I mean, Diddy already spent like 13, 14 months in prison, so that's gonna be accounted for. So we only gotta spend like 3 years. And usually you don't get parole on federal charges, but considering it's Diddy, I wouldn't be surprised if he has some sort of loophole towards this shit. So yeah. There's really nothing else I can really say about it because I already pretty much already said it in previous videos on this channel and the main channel. So that's why you don't see a video on my main channel. That's why I didn't feel like there's no point in making a in-depth video about it because I'm just gonna end up saying the same shit I always have. And the last video I did on Diddy it's pretty much what I said, pretty much what I will say, what I would say if I did end up making another video. So watch that video too. But yeah, shit's crazy, man. I mean, I expected this honestly. I didn't think Diddy would get be let off scot free no time. And I don't think he was going get the maximum either. So yeah, I expected this, man. Yeah, I expected this. So now let's get straight into it though.
Tonight, a judge telling Sean Diddy Combs he abused his power and control with women he professed to love and must serve a substantial sentence, handing him 4 years in federal prison. The judge said he considered Combs' family and career, but was not assured these crimes will not be committed again. Earlier, Combs pled with the judge for leniency. "I beg your honor for mercy," he said, "to be a father again, to be a son again, and be a leader in my community again."
Yeah,
he
okay.
apologized to his former girlfriends and said he took full accountability and responsibility for his actions. Combs sobbed as he turned to his mother and said, "You raised me better." What did you make of today's sentencing?
It was very painful. I was truly hoping for Sean to be coming home to his family. It was very disappointing.
Today's sentencing comes 3
I
months
mean, I
after
know,
Combs was convicted on 2 counts of
I know he's a defense attorney. He has to do his job, but come on now, man. We know what the deal was. I knew he wasn't going to fucking get the maximum sentence, man. I just knew it, and I knew he wasn't going to get the minimum either.
To engage in prostitution. He was acquitted of sex trafficking and racketeering. Combs' lawyers had asked the judge for a lighter sentence, 14 months, arguing today he is clear-headed, drug-free, determined, focused, and remorseful. Combs' PR team producing this 11-minute video played in court today.
Put everything you can into your work.
Emphasizing his charity work and role as a father. The judge also heard emotional statements from Combs' 6 kids, who said he's a changed man. The music mogul breaking down, holding his head in his hands as they spoke. Prosecutors had asked the judge for a stiffer sentence, 11 years, arguing this is not a person who has accepted responsibility. They asked the judge to consider letters written by victims. Prosecutors also told the judge that Combs had speaking engagements lined up beginning next week in Miami, which they called the height of hubris. The defense pushed...
Yeah, when I heard about that shit, I was like, nah, man, this nigga gotta get out of here, man. What the fuck? Nah, no fucking way, man. That is funny. Nigga actually think he was going to end up getting out of jail, knowing damn well he got denied bail I don't know how many times during his entire thing. So yeah, saying yes in there, boy.
Back, calling them teaching events for prisoners. Tonight, the judge telling Combs, this is hard time in prison, away from your family, but you will have a life afterwards.
Chloe joins us now from outside court. And Chloe, take our viewers inside. How did Combs react to that sentence, and will he get time served?
Tom, Combs was stoic as the judge handed down the sentence, but as he left the courtroom, he turned to his family and he said, "I love you, I'm sorry, I'll be okay." He is going to get time served, just over a year, which means he's looking at a little over 3 years in federal prison, but it could be slightly less for good behavior.
We thank you for watching.
Yeah, slightly less for good behavior, man. So like I said, even though it's no parole, he's so going to be like get let off the hook, man. He's so gonna be let off the hook. All right, let me just watch his defense team now after sentencing.
We're hearing Diddy's attorneys speaking to the media after he was sentenced earlier today. This is live.
Yeah, we are planning to appeal. I want to hear them, bro. We are planning to appeal. We think we have strong bases to appeal. The strongest basis is that the jury reached a verdict on coercion. It found there was not coercion, and I think the judge said coercion today as a basis for a sentence at least a dozen times. We think that is unconstitutional. We think that a jury verdict should mean more than our jury's verdict seems to mean, and so we are planning to appeal.
Absolutely. Files a cross appeal. What would happen in that regard if they filed a cross appeal and then Sean Diddy Combs get a higher sentence?
He would not get a higher sentence, and they're not gonna cross appeal. We're gonna appeal. We think we're right, and they'll respond to the appeal, and it'll be decided by the Second Circuit as soon as.
Tell us about the conversation you had with your client after the sentencing.
Damn, so many questions, man. Holy shit.
Because he's biased. He's biased.
If anyone, I'm happy to go. So we think that's just absolutely inconsistent with the jury's verdict. I mean, the jury's verdict was resoundingly clear. There was no sex trafficking. There was no racketeering. Everything was consensual. Everything was adult.
And basically, yeah, he basically got sentenced for like he didn't get sent like he didn't really get sentenced for trafficking. He got sentenced for like prostitution, basically. He basically just like setting people in state lines. Like he didn't get sentenced for like actually like you know, this fucking the most heinous shit. That's like the most lenient shit. Yeah, prostitution. He didn't get like sentenced for trafficking.
Which is why he was convicted only of the prostitution offense. What we feel happened today was that the judge acted as a 13th juror, one that we did not choose, and that he second-guessed the jury's verdict.
Well, at least the judge was open-minded. At least the judge was open-minded for both sides. He gave consideration.
Did you have a chance to talk to Sean Combs? Did you have a chance to talk to your client? Can you tell us about the conversation after the sentence?
How was he?
How's your client?
How will it impact sex workers?
But he's okay. But he's okay.
Oh my god, there's so much shit going on, man. It's sensory overload. I see a sex worker sign right there.
How was he?
How's your client?
How will it impact sex workers?
Young people, y'all. That he takes accountability and things, sir. And I would like to just let you know that everything was not consensual.
Also support sex work, okay.
It was not consensual. Even Diddy admitted
This is the defense team, man. Let's answer the question.
Yes, but he did allegedly.
All right, Queen. All right, Queen. All right.
Can you talk to us about talking to Sean after this?
I'm not. Obviously, we spoke to Sean. I'm not going to talk about what Sean and we discussed. It's a privilege.
We all feel comfortable.
And tell us what
location are you going to recommend?
Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done, man. I'm done. Alright, so Chad. Yeah, this is the video you dropped. I'm not gonna watch all 11 minutes of this shit, but like this is the video you dropped. Like, you know, just like pleading his case to the judge or his defense team.
What you've given to the world, I don't think you know, man.
Like, I've never seen something like this for like for a case ever for sentencing.
You gotta give her a bottle then. Know that you mean something to people. Know that you mean something to people. Like you live somewhere in people's heart.
My nose fell off. No, my lip fell off. Thank you. You wear it?
You inspire, you energize, and you've left that for the rest of the existence of this planet, man.
one thing about great producers is they make you want to do better and be better about what you do. And he made me feel like I could do.
Yeah, I'll say one thing though. Like Diddy is gonna be like once he does gets out, like either people are gonna start fucking with him again, or he's gonna like and he's probably gonna like change his ways, or he's probably gonna end up doing the same shit, and people are gonna hate him again, and end up back in jail. So if Diddy's smart though, he's gonna do the former. So
Do anything and go anywhere.
From New York. I love New York. I love the city of New York. I love the children of New York. I wanted to do something good. I wanted to get my generation in the hip-hop community behind us. They come through in a big way. And we wanted to raise some money for the children of New York City for health and education. We have a huge education crisis. And, you know, this is just a start. It's something we're going to be committed to. I'm going to be committed to for a lifetime. And it's no better way than taking it to the streets. It's a beautiful city, running all around. The city's going to be painful. It's going to be rough. But, you know, if we get through it, then it'll show kids and everybody else that, you know, finish what you started and you can do anything you put your mind to. Any of y'all go to public school?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all running to raise money for your schools. So y'all get more books and computers and stuff like that. I just feel like it's important that us, you know, young adults of power, that we look out for y'all. And we utilize our power to make sure y'all all right in the future.
Put everything you can into your work, you know. Don't think the cool thing is not to do your work.
alright,
The cool thing is to hang on.
I mean, let's look at this shit. Actually, I'm not gonna watch every single thing. It's probably just like a bunch of like, yeah, this is a bunch of malarkey. We ain't know the deal, man. Well, Chad, I found out as I'm making this video / segment for stream, it's that Blackie Speaks drop a video. So like, you know, we already know how much I like Blackie Speaks. So let me hear what you guys say.
Now, P. Diddy has officially been sentenced to 50 months in prison. The judge also hit him with a $500,000 fine and 5 years of supervised release. And because he's been in custody since September 2024, he'll get credit for time served. I want to have a conversation with you guys about this Diddy verdict. This video won't be too long. I'll go over the general stuff today, and then on Sunday, I'll drop a more in-depth breakdown of what happened before, during, and after the sentencing. So back in July, a New York jury acquitted Diddy of the most serious charges he was facing, racketeering and sex trafficking, but convicted him on 2 counts of transporting former girlfriends for prostitution. Heading into the sentencing, prosecutors asked for about 11 years, while the defense pushed for just 14 months, basically time served, which meant Diddy would have walked free on the spot. Diddy's team argued he's not a danger. They highlighted his childhood trauma, his struggles with drug addiction, and the work he's done while detained. They even played an 11-minute video of him with his kids and while he was doing philanthropy work in the community. On top of that, his children spoke in court asking the judge to show mercy. Outside of family, he had other advocates speaking up, including a Miami pastor, who told the judge, "Give him to us and we won't let you down." The pastor said no amount of time behind bars would change Diddy's condition and that he needed an opportunity to redeem himself. Now, interestingly enough, this was also the first time Diddy himself actually spoke in court. He apologized to Cassie and another woman known as Jane Doe, called his past actions disgusting, shameful, and sick, and admitted he had lost his...
Yeah, for legal reasons, I'm not going to say the person's name, but like, just look it up. It's on Google easily. I'm going to say that like, this person is linked with his bitter rival 50 Cent. I'm going to say that.
Ways. In other words, he got lost in the sauce, and he blamed drugs for fueling his behavior, begged for mercy, and promised he'd never be violent again. The prosecution pushed back hard, saying Diddy minimized the abuse, that his victims are still living with the negative impact he made on them, and urged the court to see this as way more than just transportation for sex. When the judge spoke, he called Cassie Ventura and Jane brave survivors who gave a voice to women who feel powerless. Now, when the judge, Aaron Subramanian, was about to make a decision, he spoke on how he considered Diddy's influence and past good work, pointing out that Diddy has inspired communities, particularly black and brown communities worldwide, and said he was even impressed with the work he's done while locked up. But he also made it clear, Diddy abuses power and control over women he claimed to love. The judge also noted his entire history, from the murder of his father, to his family ties, to his achievements. But at the end of the day, he said accountability had to come first. And with that, the sentence was handed down. 50 months in prison, 4 years and 2 months. Along with the 50 months in prison, he was also fined $500,000 and has also been ordered 5 years of supervised release. The key here is that Diddy will get credit for
the supervised release part. Damn, the 500K part. This is funny though. That's like chump change to this nigga, man. That's like $5 literally for like something that's worth like, I think now $1 billion. I think he lost his billionaire status now.
Time served. Since he's been behind bars since September 2024, he's already served about 13 months of that 50. That means his projected release date is late 2028, probably around November or December. However, keep in mind,
yeah, man, I say like I'm gonna say because that's definitely like December 2028 or like January 2029 depending. That's like if he gets like no parole or like no good behavior release.
Anyone who doesn't know, especially my international viewers, inmates can earn what's called good time credit. Basically, if they follow the rules, they can shave up to 54 days of their sentence each year. So with that in play, Diddy could potentially be released a little earlier than late 2028. What a ride this has been. This has easily been one of the most covered cases in hip. Diddy could
54 days, a year. It's not really going to add up too much, honestly, though. Yeah, that's not really going to add up too much. I don't think so anyway.
Shave up to 54 days of their sentence each year. So with that in play, Diddy could potentially be released a little earlier than late 2028. What a ride this has been. This has easily been one of the most covered cases in hip-hop in a while. For a lot of people online, this has been treated like pure entertainment. The memes, the jokes about baby oil, the freak-offs, but we can't forget reality. Most notably Cassie, who was in a relationship with Diddy for over 10 years, was one of the women who testified. Cassie went through things that no woman, or any person for that matter, should ever have to go through. And it's not just about her. There are multiple other women who came forward. All of them were negatively impacted by Diddy's actions and how he decided to move as a man. I think a lot of the sensationalism around this case clouded just how serious it really was. There's a reason why Diddy was in
it definitely did. It definitely did. Like, people were making jokes and shit. Like, come on now, man. Okay, you can make jokes and shit, but like, this is a very serious situation at the same time.
Actually facing life in prison, and even after being acquitted of the worst charges, he was still looking at 20 years on the 2 counts he was convicted of, and now he's been sentenced to 50 months. What credit for time served? To me, that feels like a slap in the face to the people who've suffered because of him. A slap in the face to survivors of sexual assault, men or women, who know how hard it is to stand up against someone powerful. Because make no mistake, Diddy was and is a man with extreme power and wealth. He used his fame, his money, and his position to control the people around him in the worst way possible. Yes, he changed a lot of lives for the better as well. He put people on. He invested into the culture and his own community. That's real, but at the same time, he used those riches and fame to exploit and abuse people, including someone he claimed to love. It's sad to say that the legal system doesn't really protect victims like that. And in this case, I don't think that 50 months is anywhere close to enough for the pain and suffering Diddy caused. However, Diddy could have, of course,
not been held accountable
for the more serious 3 counts.
Like I said, I expected it, so like I'm not too surprised about it, honestly though.
Since he was acquitted, so I guess in a lot of ways, the 50 months does make sense. Overall though, I don't know what kind of message this
But yeah, it makes sense though, because yeah, like I said, it's not, you getting sentenced for prostitution, not like trafficking or RICO. So racketeering.
But I know it's not a good one. And when Diddy eventually walks out of prison, it's gonna be a reminder to the people he hurt that justice wasn't on their side.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. Oh, look, my video right there. Watch that shit. But yeah, man. Let me know in the comments though how you feel about it though. I mean, I don't really guys. I don't know. If you say honestly, man, I don't know why I said that shit. Like everybody should have a 100% agreement on that shit, even though there's some people out there that are definitely crazy and support this man. So tell me though, how you feel about the sentence and like how you think Diddy's going to like how Diddy's just going to like maybe get a lighter sentence, or like what he's gonna do after prison. So let me know what's your thoughts on that. But with that being said, I'm out. See ya.